Right now at 10, as the snow ends, the colder temperatures head our way. What you need to know before heading out the door. And more time on the playground could be coming to Wisconsin schools, why lawmakers say the new bill is crucial for learning. Plus, demolition begins on a piece of La Crosse history, how it's paving the way for a new education facility.
You're watching WKDT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Emily Brown. Ken has the night off. Well, we start with the weather. Here's a live look at downtown La Crosse. The First Warn Weather Team is tracking dangerously cold conditions. Let's bring in Chief Meteorologist Greg Barnhart. Greg, exactly how cold is it going to get?
It's going to get pretty brutal cold. Probably by tomorrow afternoon, you'll start to feel it. Now for tonight, we just got some gusty winds behind the first front that went through. If you look overall, the snow pretty much has stopped for a lot of areas. If you look at La Crosse, Eau Claire, we're already around 10 to 15 degrees, but there's a little bit of wind out there. But all in all, visibility is generally pretty good right now area wide. There's the snow, pretty much just a few snow showers passing to the eastern areas that are pushing to the east. We have a little bit more activity overnight too, a shower or flurry, but for the most part, the accumulating snow is pretty much done with temperatures pretty much holding steady. This is where the area that got hit the hardest with the snow, most of it now is pushed to the east. You can see visibilities are generally now coming back up, pretty much unrestricted to 10 miles. You go west, there's still a little bit of activity, Sparta to Viroqua into Richland County yet. That's pretty much it. Further north, pretty much fairly quiet. We still got some showers overnight, but you see road conditions overall. The interstate is looking pretty good right now, and visibility is also. As you wake up, it's going to be less wind, quiet conditions, but then notice that wind by noon getting all the way up to 15 miles per hour to the west-northwest as another cold front comes through. We might see a few showers in the morning for Eau Claire and then maybe some more in the afternoon, just light activity associated with the cold front. But notice that wind, by the time you get to noon, it's already 17 and you're feeling 8, and that means your wind chill is already below 0, and that's really going to be the tune. A lot of below 0 wind chills and temps all the way probably to the weekend. We'll break all that down a bit later in the broadcast.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Greg. In La Crosse, alternate side parking is in effect. It starts at midnight until Friday at 11:59 p.m. Vehicles must park on the side matching the day's date between midnight and 6 p.m. City officials say crews will be plowing streets during this time. In anticipation of that dangerous cold, Wafer Food Pantry will close Friday. It will be open tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 12:45 p.m. and from 4 to 7:30 p.m. And the City of La Crosse will open the Emergency Warming Center on Friday. The center at 713 St. James Street will be open from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. A free bus will leave the Downtown Transit Center at 7:42 a.m. for those needing transportation, plus a free bus leaving St. James and Caledonia at 6:25 p.m. back downtown. And a reminder, you can track the snow and cold by downloading the First Warn weather app. One person is dead and another injured after a house fire in Hoka. When fire crews arrived, a woman was seen outside the home with extreme burns. She was transported to the hospital. After extinguishing the fire, a deceased person was found in the debris of the home. The victims have not been identified. The cause of the fire is under investigation. The Hogan School building is finally coming down, so a new elementary school can go up. News 8 Now's Grace Monk reports on how long the demolition is expected to last.
Brick by brick, a piece of La Crosse's history is coming down.
It's an exciting day. What we're seeing a new chapter in School District of La Crosse.
The school district is demolishing the Hogan Administration Center to make room for their new $30 million elementary school. Hogan served as an elementary school for 81 years. The original structure was built in 1899, opening its doors to students the following year.
That school was struck by lightning in 1920, and because it was on such an edge of the city, the water mains couldn't keep up. So they really were only able to salvage part of the first floor of that two-story building.
By 1921, the school was ready to reopen.
The city decided to build additions to the school building. So there's a north wing and a south wing that were added to the current building in 1950.
In 1980, students left the building, officially making it the school district's administrative center. It stayed that way for 45 years until October of 2025, when the administrative offices officially moved to Central High School. Staff from the district's IT department stopped by the demolition Thursday to say their goodbyes.
It's an old building, so there were definitely things that were not great about it, but definitely a lot of space, a lot of room to work and park. Yeah. So there's definitely things to be missed.
Construction of the new building is scheduled to start in March. The district hopes to have the new school ready by August of 2027. Reporting in La Crosse, Grace Monk, News 8 Now.
A News 8 follow-up. Today, the Wisconsin State Senate passed legislation that would eliminate state income taxes on tips and overtime pay. Single filers can claim up to $12,500 per year. Joint filers can claim up to $25,000. The bill excludes individuals earning more than $250,000 or families earning more than $500,000. The tip tax elimination would run through 2028. The legislation now goes to Governor Evers for his signature. A new state bill could change how Wisconsin students spend part of their school day. News 8 Now's Jadius McGee joins us live in the studio. Jadius, what exactly would this change be for schools?
Yeah, this new bill could change how recess looks for public schools in Wisconsin for the upcoming school year. A bill introduced at the state capitol would require 60 minutes of daily recess for Wisconsin students in kindergarten through 6th grade. Under current law, no more than 30 minutes per day is counted towards recess. In a statement to News 8 Now, Senator Cabral Guevara, who co-sponsored the new bill, said, quote, "Recess is so important to a child's developing brain, as the time away from the classroom allows them to have better focus once they are back in their seats. The bill would not extend the length of the school day. It will also require recess time to be free of phones and tablets. Advocacy groups behind the bill say the emphasis on a tech-free recess is just as important as the length of the time outside the classroom."
Having a tech-free, dedicated time for the kids every day to move and make their own choices and to interact with each other socially, they can get all of the benefits that they need to balance their time with screen so that we can continue to use it as a tool rather than a crutch.
Supporters also say recess isn't a break from learning, but instead an extension of it. They argue unstructured play gives kids a chance to apply what they're taught in the classroom into real-world situations.
I think people forget that play is learning, and the unstructured piece is the biggest key, because this is the time where the kids can actually apply what they learn in the classroom to real life. And they don't get to do that in the classroom. So the things that they're learning, they can take that out on the playground and do that with their friends. And that's what they're going to need to learn as an adult.
Now, schools would be able to break up the 60 minutes however they see fit. Lawmakers of the bill say they expected to get a full public hearing in the next coming months. In the studio, Jadius McGee, News 8 Now.
All right, thank you, JDS. The Pump House and Viroqua Shakespeare Club holding their annual Shakespeare Marathon. The 4th annual Bardathon kicked off on Sunday. During the week-long event, readers can take shifts reciting all of Shakespeare's works.
Shakespeare's really meant to be heard out loud in a community. And so what it is, yeah, people get together. You can see behind me all of the texts. And so people come and you'll read, people will read in person. Sometimes we'll read round robin, where you just go every other character.
The first half of Bardathon was read at the Commons Community and Arts Center in Viroqua. Bardathon will conclude on Sunday at the Pump House. Still to come, Trump pivots his stance on Greenland, plus a possible deal with NATO right after the break. And a measles outbreak hitting South Carolina, why experts expect the number of cases to climb.
Tomorrow on News 8 Now this morning, changes coming to airline loyalty programs. We'll tell you how they'll affect your travels. And ART is tracking the return of dangerous cold when we see you starting at 5 a.m.
Up here, we do things a little different. We march to the beat of our own drum. We don't shy away from the cold. We face it head on. And any challenge that stands in our way doesn't stand a chance. Up here, one brand stands alone. Ford. Now, Get $2,500 bonus cash on a new 2026 Ford Explorer. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
You're young, but your bathroom is old. I get it. I visit my kids, grandkids, my precious great-grandkids. Doesn't fit their lifestyle. Not safe. Old and ugly. You'll be amazed at the transformation you can make in just a few days. New tub and shower with all new fixtures, new toilet, new sink and vanity, new flooring, at an investment much less than you might think. Call the Board Store Home Improvements today for a prompt free estimate on your new bathroom.
Out with the olds and in with the new at Wesco in Sparta. Grab amazing deals with discounts up to 50% off. Floor models, overstacked, and slightly blemished items must go. So incredible, even I can't believe the savings. Our team is ready to help you find the perfect piece for your home. Hurry, these deals won't last long. Head to Wesco in Sparta. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. And remember to tell them Peyton sent you.
Some Minnesota residents are calling for a statewide day of no work, no school, and no shopping on Friday to demand ICE officers to leave the state. Organizers are calling it a day of nonviolent moral reflection, asking Congress to intervene in the aftermath of Renee Good's shooting death of an ICE officer and a recent surge in law enforcement. The day of protest is expected to include a march through downtown Minneapolis.
We are calling for this to be a day where no one shops, no one goes to school, no one goes to work. But instead, we take action together in community, in moral reflection, and in moral action.
Now, this comes as Vice President J.D. Vance is visiting Minneapolis tomorrow. The White House says he will meet with local leaders and community members to defend ICE's immigration operations, as well as how to restore law and order in the state. South Carolina is dealing with a serious measles outbreak. Health officials are reporting 646 cases in the state, more than 400 of them coming since the start of the year. Another 538 people are in quarantine. 231 of them are K through 12 students. 2025 saw the largest surge of measles cases in the U.S. in decades. The CDC says 2 doses of the measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine is 97% effective against the disease. Earlier today, President Trump addressed global leaders at the World Economic Forum amidst tensions over the future of Greenland. The president said he still wants the U.S. to acquire Greenland, but won't take it by military force. CBS News' Erica Brown has the latest.
In a speech to global leaders at the World Economic Forum in Switzerland, President Trump reiterated his interest in acquiring Greenland, which he insists is needed for national security reasons.
Every NATO ally has an obligation to be able to defend their own territory. And the fact is, no nation or group of nations is in any position to be able to secure Greenland other than the United States.
But the president ruled out the use of military force to seize the island, which is a territory of Denmark.
I don't have to use force. I don't want to use force. I won't use force.
In a social media post, the president announced the framework of a future deal on Greenland that he says was reached with NATO's Secretary General.
It's a long-term deal. It's the ultimate long-term deal. And I think it puts everybody in a really good position, especially as it pertains to security and minerals and everything else.
How long will the deal be, Mr. President?
Infinite.
Did you speak to Denmark?
There is no time limit. It's forever.
With a potential deal in the works, President Trump says he will not impose new tariffs on European countries that resisted his push to control Greenland. But some elected officials continue to slam his treatment of American allies.
There's a way to achieve what the president rightfully points out we need to achieve in the Arctic without any of this drama.
This is pretty damn stupid. Now you look at what it means going after territory from another member of NATO. That is crossing a red line.
Denmark's foreign minister said in a statement that they'll now focus on addressing the U.S.'s security concerns while respecting Denmark's red lines. Erica Brown, CBS News, Washington.
The House Oversight Committee voting to hold the Clintons in contempt of Congress. It's over their refusal to comply with a subpoena to testify in the congressional investigation into Epstein. Several Democrats joining the Republican-led committee in favor of the measure. It will now go before the full House for a vote. A Texas jury acquitted a former Uvalde school police officer who faced charges for allegedly failing to act during the Robb Elementary School shooting. Adrian Gonzalez was found not guilty on 29 counts of child abandonment. The 2022 massacre killed 19 students and 2 teachers. Prosecutors argued the 10-year police veteran abandoned his training and did not try to stop the gunman before he entered the school. We'll have more news ahead, but first.
Yeah, now the dangerous cold starts settling in for tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night. We'll track what the temperatures look like and how low those wind chills will be come Friday morning. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Right now at Home Sleep Express, when you spend $4.99 or more, pay nothing down, nothing for interest, nothing for sales tax, and nothing for shipping on Thomas Cole and Prana Sleep. The Something for Nothing sale, now at Home Sleep Express.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get a total value of over $6,100 on this Sierra 1500 model. Plus get $3,000 trade allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Bipolar 1 can overwhelm your mind. Sometimes, depressive lows and unpredictable highs can make it hard to get out of your head. Finding relief may help you break through. Ask about Vraylar. Some medicines only treat the lows or highs. Vraylar treats depressive, acute manic, and mixed episodes of bipolar 1 in adults. Proven full-spectrum relief for all bipolar 1 symptoms.
Not for elderly with dementia-related psychosis due to increased risk of death or stroke. Report changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts to your doctor. Antidepressants may increase these in those under 25. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may not go away. High blood sugar may lead to coma or death. Weight gain and high cholesterol may occur. Difficulty moving, uncontrolled movements, tremors, feeling like you need to move, sleepiness, nausea, vomiting, and indigestion are common. Side effects may not appear for weeks.
Vraylar, breaking through to relief. Ask about Vraylar.
Get a sleep like no other on an Heirloom mattress from Home Sleep Express. And right now, pay no interest for 5 years. Plus, get free white glove delivery, setup, and a 120-night guarantee. Heirloom, the perfect sleep, night after night. At Home Sleep Express.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
All right, then we have snow that's going on right now, but you see most of it now is pushed east, so you'll continue to see a few showers throughout the nighttime, even flurries, but for the most part, the accumulating snow is done with. We do still got some gusty winds out there, so drifting will be an issue probably throughout the nighttime, although the winds do decrease somewhat. You could see some slick spots during the morning commute because of that. Now, if you look at snowfall, this is radar estimated, so there's going to be a gap between the radars towards Minneapolis and the one over La Crosse area just because of the beam getting too high to pick up on the snow. But in this general area, you picked up 2.5, even some of this darker blue is closer to 3 inches, so quite a bit in certain amounts of area. It tails off much further to the north that didn't see much. So this will continue to drift a little bit and a little bit of refreezing for the morning commute, so something to keep in mind of. Otherwise, that cold front associated with that is pushed to the east. The one that has really the cold air behind it is just approaching the U.S.-Canadian border, and that'll sag south. That's the one that'll be coming through tomorrow. So overall, as I mentioned, you'll see a few showers throughout. There's another one coming through maybe about midnight to 1. And then towards the morning commute, you might see a little bit of activity too come through with another little weak disturbance wave. So a few flurries, but overall, nothing to accumulate. And then towards the afternoon, we'll have to keep an eye. Once again, you'll have a little bit of shower activity. By 10, the cold front's going to start getting in place, and then by about noon, it's going to be really right on the doorstep. So showers along this are possible. Gusty winds behind it too. So drifting could even be an issue through tomorrow afternoon, given we'll still have snow on the ground. Here comes the cold front through. Showers continue. The winds pick up, and pretty much flurry activity could persist, but don't expect any accumulation, although we could see a few more intense showers along that front. Then as we go in for the highs tomorrow, enjoy these temperatures. It'll be probably not till next week that we see these temperatures above 0, teens to the upper single digits. And then as we go into the cold conditions, that starts really tomorrow night. Alert day conditions. The one note to take out of this, it doesn't look as dangerous as we go into Saturday night and Sunday due to cloud cover from that major system that's developing south central U.S. You'll hear a lot about in the news right now. That provides cloud cover, so we won't be as cold going into Sunday. Still, the wind chills lowest will be Friday morning. 40, maybe 45 in a few areas. Coldest temps could be Friday, but I think a lot of areas will see colder temps, lighter winds come Saturday morning, and that'll probably be it, although it's still going to be cold throughout the weekend, and that's why we got the extreme cold warnings out through about the same time period as I just mentioned. Here's your lows for Friday. We're going to get in the teens below 0. A few areas could be 20 below 0, so definitely cold out there just without the wind, but once again, the wind chill will be the big factor going into Friday. Basically -5 to -10 for highs too. Basically, it's going to be all that day. Now, if you look at overnight lows, here's the really big change, and that is Sunday. You see the temperatures now are more in the single digits to teens below 0 going into Sunday morning. That's due to cloud cover coming in place, so that'll help a little bit. It'll still be cold, and here's your wind chills. Tomorrow, you're already looking afternoon, sub-0. We're looking at 10 to 15. By the evening hour, we're now in the 15 to 20. 8 to 9 p.m., you're looking at areas already getting to 30. And once again, as we get towards tomorrow, Friday morning, potential 40 below. As I mentioned, we're going to see some improvement with temperatures next week. We get up into the teens, but still we're going to be below average throughout next week. We should be in the 20s, but overall, minus the snow that we've had tonight, it's going to be a fairly quiet stretch too, which is more typical you would expect January into early February. But yep. Here comes the cold snap.
Yeah, but cold and quiet. It's not a bad thing.
Fairly much it's going to be quiet once we get past the windy conditions in a little bit.
Yeah, all right, sounds good. Thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, a major trade in Milwaukee as one of the Brewers stars reportedly gets shipped away. Plus, the UWL women and Viterbo men each looking to make it 3 wins in a row. Jacob is up next.
Stop in where family and friends gather for the lunch sizes. The penny leaves you satisfied. The nickel may require a power nap. With the dime, it's eat what you can and take the rest to go. Open 11 a.m. Monday through Saturday for dine-in, carry-out, and curbside at Houghton's Jackson Street Pub.
The Menards Bag Sale is here. Get 15% off everything you can fit in the bag. How much will you save? Finish up your projects or even get date night started. You're not going to want to miss this. Hurry in while there's still time to see how much you can fit in the bag. Don't miss this chance to save big at Menards. Get 15% off everything you can fit in the bag.
Save big money at Menards.
Curious about adjustable beds? Many people are. At Home Sleep Express, our sleep specialists make adjustable bed buying easy. We offer the largest selection of in-stock adjustable beds in the upper Midwest. Queen starting at $399, paired with top name brand mattresses at the best prices guaranteed. Plus free white glove mattress delivery and installation. If you suffer from restless nights or discomfort, experience the benefits of better sleep with an adjustable bed. Come feel the difference for yourself. Visit Home Sleep Express at Home Furniture or homefurniture.com. The best place to find an adjustable bed.
You came prepared to take on the pressure. We came prepared to give you none of that, just more out of buying a car. At Maury's West Salem Kia, you get our best price up front. No scripts, no side eyes, no 4-hour negotiations. Maury's sales team doesn't work on commission, so you get more help, less hassle. Need service? With Maury's, you get honest work done right. We even do more for our community. Get more with Maury's West Salem Kia. Visit MaurysWestSalemKia.com.
Stop in where family and friends gather for the lunch sizes. The penny leaves you satisfied. The nickel may require a power nap. With the dime, it's eat what you can and take the rest to go. Open 11 a.m. Monday through Saturday for dine-in, carry-out, and curbside at Houghton's Jackson Street Pub.
Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, after dropping 2 of their first 3 WIAC contests, the UWL ladies have been victorious in back-to-back games. Eagles back at home tonight hosting Stout. Stout Blue Devils making the trip south to Mitchell Hall early first half. Malia Nelson uses a strong move to get to the paint, and she finishes through contact to give Lacrosse a 2-point lead. Then Nelson starts dishing out the assist. Here she's going to hit Grace Knupp in stride, and Knupp uses the window to add to the home side's advantage. A little later, the ball is going to find Lindsay Knuth on the pick and pop from Nelson, and she buries it. Eagles go up by 5. Then with the first quarter winding down, Madison Kilbotton's shot not going to go, but Jenna Welsh is there for the putback to beat the buzzer. This one gets tight late, but UWL continues their hot stretch, winning this one 80-73. Meanwhile, up in Menominee, the lacrosse men snapped their 4-game losing streak as they take down the Blue Devils by 22 points. Sam Grieger leading all scorers with 21. Red Hawks visiting the V-Hawks tonight in Chicagoland action, and it was quite the start out for the gates for Viterbo. Former West Salem Panther Carson Kepnick puts the V-Hawks in front, and there was something about that left corner for the home side early. Good ball movement leads to a quick trigger 3, and Braden Krubel connects. Then Landon Thousand going to get his turn in the spot, and the sophomore guard will be good from distance. Viterbo getting after it on the boards as well. Jack Voigt going to use the window for the score right here, but in the end, Viterbo can't make it 3 wins in a row as they drop the Chicagoland Conference bout, 60-55. Earlier in the evening, the Viterbo women using a big second half to pick up an 18-point win over Indiana Northwest. Lauren Gettle had 20 in the victory. And in the NBA, the Bucks taking on the reigning champs. Bucks trail late in the third quarter. The reigning MVP with 24 points and 9 assists for OKC. And some big MLB news that just broke over an hour ago. Freddie Peralta has been traded from the Brewers to the Mets along with Tobias Myers. In return, Milwaukee is acquiring New York's number 3 prospect, infield outfield Jet Williams, and right-handed pitcher Brandon Sproat, who was ranked 5th among Mets prospects. Peralta, a 2-time All-Star, coming off the best season of his career where he had a 2.70 ERA with 204 punch-outs in 176 2/3 innings. David Stearns, the current Mets president of baseball operations, was the Brewers GM when Peralta was acquired back in 2015. And we have got a great batch of nominees for the News 8 Play of the Week, so let's get right into the options to choose from. Starting things off, we've seen him get nominated on the football field a time or two, but this time it's Jack Barth on the ice. Rips a shot from long range that goes top shelf, up where mom hides the cookies. Avs take this one 8-3 over BRF. Second option to choose from, it's not every day you see a 9.3 on the high school gymnastics scene. That's what lacrosse co-op's Elena Wagner scored for her floor routine earlier in the week. In Holman, Wagner finished second in the all-around scoring. And now to some viewer submissions for the final 3 choices. First, this is Owen Vandenhoegen of Toma with the clock running down at the end of the first half. You don't see it, but take my word for it. The senior will beat the buzzer from half court. More heroics with the clock winding down at number 4. This at the end of overtime. Bangor JV down by 2 against Royal until Easton Cavadini hoists up a shot from way downtown. Cavadini buries it for the win. Ice in the veins for Easton. And last but certainly not least, this is GET getting out in transition last night against Black River Falls. Mason Brown going off the backboard to Travis Tyson, who slams it down for the emphatic dunk. Redhawks showing off in a big win over the Tigers. Some great options to choose from, and to make your choice, head to news8000.com under the Sports tab, click on Play of the Week, and pick your favorite. The voting is live. That's going to do it for sports. We've got more news after this.
Where there's a flooded basement, musty crawl space, or wood rot, there's an answer. American Waterworks. For more than 30 years, American Waterworks has been solving homeowners' toughest waterproofing problems. Schedule your free inspection and estimate today.
New year, new energy, and downtown La Crosse is serving the reset. Start strong at District 901 Gym, where bold murals, big lifts, and serious motivation make sweating feel powerful. Just down the street, Larson's General brings everyday wellness to life with skincare, olive oils, and refillable favorites that are good for you and the planet. Get moving together at VRO Fit, where high-energy group workouts build strength, confidence, and community. Treat yourself at State Street Salon and Spa because a fresh year deserves a little glow up. Fuel your day at Free Range Exchange with fresh grab-and-go options and handcrafted drinks that make healthy easy. And when it's time to slow down, Brilliant Bodywork delivers calm, comfort, and a full reset. This January, refresh your routine and explore more businesses in our Refresh and Wellness Guide at lacrossedowntown.com.
I do like knowing the person that's sitting across from my desk. I've formed a lot of relationships over the years based on trust. When I see the look on a member's face, when I say, yes, this loan is good, you're good to go, it makes me happy. To me, being the team you can trust is honesty. When you do a loan with me at Firefighters Credit Union, like everything we do, it's not about the car, it's about you.
'Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order,
scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
a fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
It's an easy puzzle to solve. The one app your phone can't live without. Bringing you local news, sports, streaming video, and a lot more. The News 8 Now app. Get it today. Oh, and good job on the puzzle.
Here's your chance to get your hands on some Marvel movie history. Tony Stark's custom Acura NSX Roadster is heading to auction. The iconic car was driven by Robert Downey Jr. himself in the movie The Avengers. It even still has the Stark 33 license plate. Auction proceeds will benefit a charity chosen by the winner. And I don't know about you, but that looks expensive. Greg has a final look at your forecast right after this.
Make your pup look and feel their best at Top Dog Treat in West Salem. Fresh, clean, and oh so soft. They'll strut out looking top dog. Book your grooming appointment today at booktopdog.com. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
Spend $4.99, pay nothing down, nothing for sales tax, nothing for shipping at Home Furniture.
Sometimes my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis gets in my way. But thanks to Skyrizi, I'm free to bare my skin.
Things are getting clearer. I feel free to bare my skin. Yeah, that's on me. That thing is every day.
With Skyrizi, I saw dramatically clearer skin. And many people were 100% plaque-free. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is every day.
Now's the time. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Cold weather and winter winds remind us that old windows and doors are not our friends. New windows and doors, expertly installed by certified installers, bring comfort, convenience, energy savings, and a great new look. Begin now in choosing just the right windows for your home. Order now and avoid the inevitable price increase in the new year. No worries about missing a promotion. The Board Store offers you the best possible price every day and any day. Contact us online or visit our showroom for a prompt free estimate on windows and doors or other home improvements.
In 1969, Taco John's combined Western traditions with Mexican flavors and created West Mex. More than 50 years later, it still tastes like a good idea. West Mex meals start at just $5, only at Taco John's.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
Unleash your dog's potential at Top Dog Retreat in West Salem. Our expert trainer makes learning fun and effective, including a wide range of enrichment activities to get your dog's tail wagging. Book your session today. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
Still might see some slick roads for the morning commute, overnight snow, some refreezing. There'll still be drifting going on, and that may be a problem come Thursday afternoon when winds definitely increase. The dangerous cold, there you go, Thursday night, Friday. Some improvement, a tad improvement Saturday and Sunday with more clouds, and then next week fairly quiet. So get ready for the dangerous Arctic air.
Probably best to avoid outside these next couple of days, right? Yeah, I would. All right, thanks for joining us tonight at 10. We'll see you tomorrow.